Prettiest little stadium in America, home to the Georgia Southern Eagles in Statesboro. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Judicials. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Judicials offense will take the field first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Sends it back in motion. Goes to the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Judicials decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. The Eagles offense will get the ball for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football.
Turning it on! Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Eagles! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He breaks a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run the option. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Judicials will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low-line drive and not his best work. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Oh, he's got a chance. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top, right down the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Back open in the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Eagles!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Fighting off the defender. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. And the Judicials will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. At midfield, he's got room. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Eagles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Grabbed in the middle. It's Helms. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Helms. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical.
Touchdown, Georgia Southern. A great catch and run for 6. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Gets the back moving. They'll go to the fullback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
They'll run the option. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Judicials will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. They barely get the punt out of their own territory. It'll be marked down just outside the 45. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. To the air, it's French. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Going to try to get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. And the Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We reached the end of the period. Georgia Southern is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He's got him this time. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Georgia Southern will have it now, 1st and goal. From the gun. Catch in the middle. It's Gary. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Eagles.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the 1st half. This has been all home team.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
They'll send the back in motion. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offense is trying to run the counterplay into the boundary. Those pulling linemen, though, actually led extra linebackers to the point of attack, and as a result, they were able to get a tackle for loss.
On the ground, it's May. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down, and it'll be 4th. And the Judicials will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And they'll just down it right there.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's French. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Quickly to the tight end. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The Eagles come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Looking downfield on first down. It's caught downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out quickly. He's loose. Tackle made at the 9-yard line after the catch. It'll be 1st and goal.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running.
Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the first down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. He'll do it himself. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Judicials will bring the punt team onto the field. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And they'll down this one at about the 40.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field, all the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you can tell they caught up with them to force the fumble.
Dropping back, it's French. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Helms. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Motion from the wideout. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 1st down. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dallas. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. It's French. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Eagles! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And that is a perfect job by the offense executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Give to the fullback. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Plows through the defense.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
That's reeled in. It's Dallas. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's French. With the catch, it's Dallas. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got it in the middle. It's Gary. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Snagged in the middle. It's Dallas. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Louisville is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 21 over Bowling Green. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Wide open spaces. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And, man, that's frustrating for an offense. You got a little something going. You had a little bit of momentum, but they've got to do a better job of protecting their guy, keeping him upright, letting him go make some plays for this offense. That's the only way he's going to get hot. They got to give him more time.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Judicials.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Got enough for the first. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. To throw, it's French. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Throws to the wideout. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Shoots it to the left. It's complete. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but his hold really strong, put up some good numbers.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. The inside handoff. Turning on the Jets. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Eagles.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Run it with the fullback. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter.
That's a first down for the offense.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. On the option. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. And the Judicials have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Judicials will punt it away on 4th down. And the returner is stopped. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll leave it with him. Running to Green. There he goes. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Lots of running room. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
First play of the drive, read option left. And he's hit and taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Motion from the back. The lone back's got it. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
You got to give this defense credit, because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. I'll tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And the Judicials will line up to punt it away. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. The ball is going to be downed at the 35.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just gravy.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The give as they work on that clock. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Eagles will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. At the 35, he's loose. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. Just complete and utter dominance in this one.